Cheers and welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. Yes, I screwed up, or the camera shut off, I'm not sure. But we are brewing the German Pilsner. That's right, the German Pilsner on the iGulu. You heard me right, the iGulu, German Pilsner. Got a couple bonuses for you, okay? 2 big bonuses, but oh yeah, pretty sweet. I'm very excited, and it's because I already opened it and I know what's in it, and that's why I'm so excited. So first, like, subscribe, sharing with friends, family, share the video, share it to somebody. I appreciate it, even if it's your alternate email, I don't care, whatever. But here's the 2 bonuses, and before we jump into the bonuses, you don't have an iGulu yet? Are you kidding me? Come on. Go to their website, I have a link below. Yes, it's an affiliate, it's better for you, trust me. Click on it, go there, just put whatever color you want in your cart. Whatever, black, white, Miami green as I call it. It looks cooler in real life. Throw it in your cart, go to checkout, Bitter Reality, one word, discount code, sweet, huh? Yeah, it's nice. These things are awesome for events, and if you're an all-grain brewer and you already have all your equipment, still, move your beer in here, take it to your home brew club. Freaking awesome. Okay, so I screwed up and didn't realize either I didn't hit record or this stupid camera just decided to shut off. But I opened the German Pilsner and I got excited. Why did I get excited? Well, first of all, this bad boy is sitting at 5 to 5.5% instead of 4.5 to 5. This is nice. I like a little higher ABV. It also has 125 IBU, which is going to give you 25 to 30 IBUs, which is your bittering. Don't worry, your malt, which is right here, and it's Brew, golden light. Doesn't mean it's light, just means it's light colored. It's going to balance it because it's going to leave a little bit of residual sweetness. You have 2 things of lager yeast. Why? Lagers ferment cooler. Sometimes they need a little more yeast to get things going. Don't worry about it. And we have 3, not 2, but 3. And my mouth is super bitter because before I realized the camera shut off, I did a little taste test of the bittering and oh man, it's nasty. Don't do it. So I got 3 of these. These are Harsbacher. They are I'm pretty sure a noble hop. Don't quote me on that. But they're a very nice, mild hop. But we have 3, which means it's gonna be nice and aromatic. We want aromatic, that's awesome. You may not, I love aromatic hops. So I've already added all the hops, which has made this a nice creamy white color, and the 2 bonuses, I know I left them out. 1, somehow I spilled some malt in here, and this thing smelled atrocious. And I tried to get it clean. I used all kinds of cleaning stuff. It would not stop stinking nasty. Ready? Quick and easy solution. Open it up, wipe everything down, put some baking soda all over it. Get the baking soda out, get the baking soda out. Eventually you have to use a little wet paper towel, get the rest of the out. There's no odor at all. There's no smell, nothing. It's super clean now. That baking soda neutralized whatever that aroma was from the malts that got sticky, whatever you want to say inside that thing. Number 2, I know I said 2 bonuses. So number 2, is right here. Do not use tap water. Use store-bought spring water. If you want to get crazy and you want to do brewing salts, I'm going to make it super easy for you, okay? You're going to need 2 things. You're going to need some brewing salts. I'll leave links below, of course. And you're going to need a little gram scale. Gram scale is like 10 bucks, super cheap, okay? I'm going to put the brewing salts parts per million over here. If you understand brewing salts, you're good, because this is for exactly 116 ounces of distilled or deionized water, which means water without any minerals. Okay, here is what I added. I added 0.35 grams, or 0.35 of a gram, of gypsum. I added 0.28 of Epsom salt. I added 0.45 of calcium chloride. That's it. That's your brewing salts. You're done. And that is for specifically a Pilsner, German Pilsner, not American, German Pilsner. Okay. Now, I've already cut the golden light Brew because I thought this thing was recording and it wasn't. And we're gonna go ahead and dump it in. Remember, this is like almost like talcum powder. So you gotta pour very slowly. Otherwise you're gonna make a big mess. And you can wiggle, woggle, whatever you wanna call it, just to get it to come out nice and slow. Nice and slow. So something else I'm gonna do that I've mentioned in other videos that most YouTubers that have iGulus don't do. They don't understand the method to my madness. And I have a method to my madness, trust me on this. You do it one time their way and you do it one time my way, you're gonna do it my way for the rest of the time, I promise. Promise on that one. Okay. So what do most people on YouTube do after they pour all that malt in? They put the lid on and they shake it. Don't do that. Do it once. You'll never do it again. Why? Because if you do it, you're gonna end up with malt stuck to the bottom of the lid. It's not gonna ferment. It's gonna leave your beer a little on the light side. And you're gonna have a mess that you're gonna have to clean, which is gonna be a pain because it's gonna be hard and dry. It's nasty. No, don't do that. Make sure the straw is super clean. Why am I using the straw instead of something else? You can use something else if it's super clean. I use this because I know it's been cleaned. Yeah, it's good. You got all this dry malt sitting on here. Stir it up. Just stir it. Don't have to go stupid crazy, but see, look, there you go. Keep stirring. What you're trying to do is you're trying to break up all the clumps. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can stop early, it doesn't matter. But I like to stir really, really good. And two things are occurring while I'm stirring. One, I'm breaking up the clumps and I'm getting all that malt into a more liquefied version, so it's gonna ferment better. Give me a little bit more ABV, a little more flavor, a little less sweet. Yeah, that's a good thing. Number two is all that foam you're seeing is kind of a side effect of all the air and oxygen you're getting into the wort. What is wort? That's your water and your malts all blended together. What's that going to do? Well, yeast doesn't need oxygen to eat sugar and make CO2 and alcohol. But yeast does need oxygen if it needs to repopulate. So putting that oxygen in there initially, which is good for beer in the beginning, not good later, it's gonna help that yeast repopulate and get a good, healthy yeast colony going, and it's gonna just rip through that sugar and give you some of the most amazing beer. Yeah. That's why when you hired the guy down the street to paint your house and it looked like crap, you're like, wait, you've painted things before? And he's like, yeah, I painted my own house. Yeah. Yeah, do a good job and the reward will be worth it. Okay, we are super foamy right now. I'm gonna go ahead, stick this on here. I'm gonna set it to the side. We're gonna take our yeast, we have two of them. I have a razor blade around here somewhere that I've already cleaned a couple times. Tear it open, pull the top off. I'm gonna set it down. Why? Because it's gonna be easier to do two, one back to back. Do this second one. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up and I've just got foam and all I'm doing is taking the yeast and just sprinkling it on in. Oops, don't dump the yeast back into the beer. Yeah, like I just did. It's okay, we'll be fine. I got a lot of O2 in there, so that's gonna help that yeast repopulate anyway, so I'm not too worried. I've gotten away with one packet before. iGulu is starting to add 2 packets because they wanna be safe and wanna make sure that your beer ferments out, and you're fine. If you do it the way I tell you, you're gonna be fine. So I'm gonna put this on. Remember, this has a little lip on the edge. Put that on. Snap, you're done. Not really. You can stir it this way too if you want, but just don't let it get splashed up when it's still dry and clumpy. That's just nasty. You're gonna end up with a big mess. I hate that. Okay, I have my CO2 on here and I'm gonna use the CO2. I do not have the liquid line on here. If you decide you wanna put the liquid line on early, before you plug it in, make sure you clamp it all the way. All the way, and make sure this is super clean. Why? Because when you plug it on, otherwise you're gonna shoot some beer somewhere. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm leaving mine off, okay? I'm just simply, ooh, that was a little loose, making sure that's tight. Shouldn't have to worry about that, but I do. I'm gonna take that in there, we're gonna drop it in, we'll call it a day. No, just kidding. Why? I got the RFID. So I'm gonna take the RFID. Hey, look, it changed. It says, hey, do you want to ferment a German Pilsner? I'm going to say yes, please. Hey, it's going to give me all the different fermentation information. I'm going to say whatever, I don't know what I'm doing. Just go ahead and do it. Take care of it for me. And there it goes. Yeah, I'll look later. I don't want to make it hard for you. So it's going to ferment. When it's done fermenting, what are we going to do? Drew's going to come by because it's going to be free beer time. And we're gonna do a taste test on the German Pilsner, which I'm very excited now that I know so many hops are in there for the aroma. I went from being, hey, this is kind of cool, to, dude, I want to try this. So don't forget, like, subscribe, keep sharing. This is like the bomb for Christmas gifts too. You want to hook somebody up that's into beer brewing or just curious. Yeah, this is like the perfect either for the advanced person who wants to do some cool things or for the person who's never brewed before. Yeah. Cheers. Appreciate you very much. Look forward to the taste test.